Hello, Jays Nation. Welcome back to your go-to channel, Toronto Blue Jays News Network. Wow, do we have a massive show for you today. The stove isn't just hot, it is absolutely sizzling. Today we have 3 jam-packed updates about our Blue Army, which happened or came to notice just a few hours ago. If you are a true Jays fan, you seriously don't want to miss these updates. We are talking about potential blockbuster heists from division rivals and some very interesting leverage plays being made by the front office. And yes, before we start the video, I have a quick request. If you are new to the channel, then don't forget to like and subscribe so that you can stay in the loop with every single move our boys in blue make this offseason. We are chasing that World Series trophy, and you need to be here for every step of the journey. Update 1. Shocking twist. Is Yoan Moncada the secret weapon the Jays are targeting? Alright, Jayslation, buckle up because our front office just threw us a curveball that nobody saw coming. According to insider Francis Romero, the Toronto Blue Jays have officially entered the race to sign free agent third baseman Yoan Moncada. Now, I know what you're thinking. Wait, who? But hear me out, because this move might be way more strategic than it appears on the surface. Let me paint you the full picture here. Moncada isn't just any random player. This 30-year-old Cuban switch hitter was once the #1 prospect in all of baseball. Yes, you heard that right, #1. He spent 10 years in the majors, bouncing between the Boston Red Sox, Chicago White Sox, and Los Angeles Angels, and he's posted a career batting average of .252 with 105 home runs under his belt. Now, I won't sugarcoat it, the guy has had his fair share of injury troubles over the past several seasons. Back in 2019, Moncada was absolutely crushing it, playing 132 games while hitting .315 with 25 homers and 79 runs batted in. That was peak Moncada, and everyone thought we were watching a future superstar emerge. But then the injuries started piling up. In 2020, he played 52 games out of 60 in the COVID-shortened season, but his numbers dropped to .225 with only 6 home runs. The decline continued through the following years. He played just 12 games in 2024 due to thumb and knee issues. But here's where it gets interesting, Jays fans. In 2025, Moncada showed serious signs of life. He played 84 games and hit .234 with 12 homers and 35 runs batted in. Now, those numbers might not blow your mind at first glance, but when you break it down, that production is equivalent to a 20-plus homer campaign over a full 162-game season. That's the kind of bounce-back potential that gets front offices excited. So why are the Blue Jays interested? And more importantly, why are multiple teams, including the Angels, Pirates, and White Sox, also circling around him? The answer is simple: affordable, high-upside talent. Moncada represents exactly what teams are hunting for in today's market. A veteran with former elite pedigree who could provide significant value on a team-friendly contract. But here's where this gets really spicy for us Blue Jays faithful. This interest in Moncada feels like it's coming out of left field, and I mean that literally. All offseason long, the Jays have been linked to the absolute cream of the crop: Kyle Tucker, Alex Bregman, Bichette. These are established superstars at the top of the free agent market. Moncada? He's not in that tier, and that's what makes this so fascinating. Is our front office genuinely considering him as a legitimate option, or is something else at play here? Let's talk roster construction for a second, because this is where things get tactical. As things stand right now, the Blue Jays have Alejandro Kirk behind the plate, the one and only Vladimir Guerrero Jr. holding down first base, and Andres Gimenez manning shortstop. In the outfield, we've got Dalton Varsho and George Springer locked into spots. If the Jays land an outfielder like Tucker, they could slide Addison Barger to third base and plug Ernie Clement in at second. If they grab an infielder like Bichette instead, he plays second, Clement shifts to third, and Barger goes to right field. But if Moncada enters the picture, he likely takes over third base with Clement at second. Now here's my theory, and I think a lot of you are already thinking the same thing. This could all be about leverage. The Blue Jays front office might be sending a very clear message to Bichette's camp. They're essentially saying, look, we have other options. We're not sitting around waiting forever. Get serious at the negotiating table or we're moving on. It's a classic negotiation tactic, and honestly, it's pretty savvy if that's what's happening here. Moncada becomes the bargaining chip without even knowing it. Whether Moncada is a genuine target or just a strategic play to light a fire under other negotiations, one thing is crystal clear. The Blue Jays are not playing around this offseason. They're exploring every avenue, considering every option, and making sure they don't walk away empty-handed. That's exactly the kind of aggressive approach Jays Nation wants to see from this front office. Update 2. The ultimate heist. Could the Jays snatch Alex Bregman away from the Red Sox? Oh man, you guys are gonna love this one. If you thought the Moncada news was a curveball, wait until you hear this. There is a growing buzz that the Toronto Blue Jays might be the most likely team to pull off the ultimate heist, stealing free agent superstar Alex Bregman right out from under the noses of our rivals, the Boston Red Sox. Wow, let's set the stage. The Blue Jays entered this offseason hungry, and they've already been spending like absolute titans. We've already seen them sign Dylan Cease to a mammoth contract worth $210 million over 7 years. They also added Cody Ponce on a $30 million deal and Tyler Rogers for $37 million. But now, the focus is strictly on landing a big-name bat to anchor this lineup. Enter Alex Bregman. After a huge year with the Red Sox, Bregman has exercised his opt-out and is back on the market. While some reports say the Jays see him as a backup plan to Bichette, a lot of insiders think he's actually the perfect fit. We are talking about a 3-time All-Star and a 2-time World Series champion who knows exactly what it takes to win it all. Last season, Bregman was an absolute beast, slashing .273, .360, .462. He put up a 3.5 baseball reference WAR in just 114 games. And get this, he's a Gold Glove caliber defender who can play third or second base at an elite level. Think about the message this sends, Jays Nation. By signing Bregman, we don't just get better, we actively gut a Boston team that's trying to take back the American League East. It lowers their ceiling while making us the immediate favorites in the American League again. Plus, insiders suggest he might not command the same massive contract length as Bichette, making it a cleaner deal for our front office. A winning player, a veteran leader, and a division rival star? Sign me up. I'm telling you, the energy in the front office must be electric right now. Update 3. The Grand Slam Finale. Will the Jays land 2 out of the 3 biggest bats on the market? Hold on to your hats, Jays Nation, because this final update is the one we've all been waiting for. The holiday season might be over, but the gifts are still coming in. One of the most prominent Major League Baseball insiders, Jon Heyman of the New York Post, just dropped a massive dose of good news that should have every Toronto fan buzzing. Check this out. Heyman has officially tabbed our Toronto Blue Jays as the second biggest winner of the entire offseason so far. He's pointing to those huge additions of Dylan Cease, Cody Ponce, and Tyler Rogers, but he says the biggest move is likely yet to come. Here is the kicker. Heyman is predicting that the Blue Jays are poised to land 2 out of 3 of the top remaining bats. We're talking about Kyle Tucker, Bichette, and Alex Bregman. According to the reports, Toronto is seen as a virtual lock to secure Kyle Tucker. Even though his free agency has been a bit of a mystery over the last week, the industry belief is that an agreement is coming soon. Tucker was incredible for the Chicago Cubs in 2025, racking up 133 hits, 22 home runs, and 25 stolen bases. But it doesn't stop with Tucker. The Jays are reportedly deciding between a reunion with our homegrown star, Bichette, or pivoting to Alex Bregman. Bo is facing a looming decision. Does he return to the Blue Army, where he has an excellent rapport with his teammates, or does he seek a new opportunity? Last year, Bo was a hitting machine with 181 hits and 18 home runs. And don't forget about the X Factor, Kazuma Okamoto. His 45-day window is closing fast, and the Jays are right there in the mix with the Pittsburgh Pirates and Los Angeles Angels to land the Japanese slugger, who smashed 15 home runs in just 77 games last season. The bottom line? Whether it's Tucker and Bo or Tucker and Bregman, the Blue Jays are clearly all in to finish the job and get back to the World Series. Ha! What a time to be a Jays fan! The front office is making power moves, and the roster for 2026 is looking like a total powerhouse. Whether it's Moncada, Bregman, Tucker, or a Bichette homecoming, one thing is for sure: Toronto is the place to be for elite baseball. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Toronto Blue Jays News Network. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the latest rumors and reports, do us a huge favor. Hit that like button, smash the subscribe bell, and let us know in the comments who is the one player you think the Jays absolutely must sign to win the World Series next year. We'll be back with more updates as soon as the news breaks. Until then, let's go Jays! Stay loud, stay proud, and we'll see you in the next one.